Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Here's the two Atlantis Risings, the first edition and the new Kickstarter edition, etc. You can already see the artwork. Well, this is fairly good. This is just mind-blowing good. It's going to be the same size box, so nothing there is going to change. Although this one's going to have, from Elf Creek Games, the Kickstarter edition is going to have some gloss on it, and it's going to be a better quality box. You can see all the name of the Kickstarter people inside. Of course, that's a readable document. So the original book is going to come with components on the front and a little picture of setup. So this is going to be already some artwork and some story, and then we're going to get to setup. So pretty much the same little formatting that's going to be going here. A picture with some words around it, which is fine. Then we're going to jump into the object of the game. So here you're going to have what looks like almost like a parchment, if you will. This is going to be about the same amount of information, but much, much smaller. I guess I prefer the smaller one, but you're going to have examples and pictures. And I guess there's some of that in here also. Both rule book. I mean, I never had a problem with this rule book in general. You have the forges, cities, the navy, and how to back and build components. Here we're going to have the actions. They're going to start building these down. You can kind of see the examples on 4 players and etc. that's going through this. And adding up some more information, some advanced play for more players or different player counts, etc. And a fact on the back. And this one, you can go through the same kind of concept here. Mystic barriers, you're going to have the advanced play, increased difficulty, and a little bit of a fact. So that doesn't really change much at all, just different size. The paper, I might like the bigger one. It kind of feels like a book, but whatever. The first thing you might notice here is they're not an insert. So this one, right off the bat, you're going to have an insert. You're going to have a place to play this. This is a nice little board. It's recessed in here. Very, very nice that you're going to have of the different little characters, etc. So theoretically, I guess the concept of the insert is fairly simple, but this is what you would have got back in those times. So now you're going to have a little bit of a board here that you'll see. Real nice cardboard that you're going to have. And here are going to be the different characters. Now, these are going to be player boards, so real nice. Let's take a look here. We have the champion on the front. I think this artwork is just miles better. It's that thin, if you will. But you can see the artwork, what you're doing. This feels more like a player board. This feels like more something from an independent that you would see here. Let's see what else we have. We have the astrologer. Let's see. Here's the astrologer here. You know, the astrologer was kind of creepy looking. Now we got a nice female there with a tattooed face in a wheelchair, of course. So a little bit of a different thing that we're going to have here. These will definitely be the better components. As for the dice, in the original, you're going to have just like regular dice. I mean, this one right here doesn't have pips. It just has numbers on it. But these dice have like little symbols around them. And the numbers are very clearly seen. Also, a big size difference in the new ones. These don't have rounded corners. I mean, these do too. But these are really, really nice kind of custom dice. That's where you're going to shake things up on the table. So here are the difference in the tiles. You can kind of see. Let me show you a couple of these here. First of all, I'd say these are a little bit thicker. Maybe a little bit nicer, definitely bigger in size. You can kind of see here what you're getting. The differences are of what you're getting. But they do look very similar, to be honest, for such. So here you're going to have like a cube, which will be the icon. Here you're going to have the actual gold little component that you're going to have. So it's going to be a little bit of difference there. And that brings up this. So like in this one, you're going to have just like the regular cubes that you probably use. Real nice big wooden cubes, very nice at the time. But this one, you're going to have items that actually look like the materials that you're going after here. So you can definitely see the difference of what you're going. And all the icons in the new edition will match the new looking components, while the old ones are going to look like cubes on the board. So they add to some realism and some immersion into what is going to be the artwork of the game also. So those components will be a huge difference in the game. So the components in the new one, you're going to see big pieces here, big chunky of how the people are going to look, and a lot of little wooden components. So in the old one, you just kind of got regular, I guess they're unique meeples of this game, but they look just like little people as opposed. So now you're going to get a little bit more, pieces. You know, this big piece right here is really neat. These little guys are a little bit generic. Maybe I like the original ones a little bit better than these, but you're going to get those in a bunch of different colors. Now, you know, you got that one versus this one. The new one has some paint on it. It looks really, really cool compared, you know, in with the theme and stuff. I don't know if this is going to be a game changer for you, but, you know, the pieces are, I guess, a little bit upgraded here of what you're used to. And the last thing I kind of want to look at is the artwork. So the original, it's kind of some basic artwork, flood libraries. I mean, the words were there. You can kind of see what's going on. And they were good enough. You know, some of these cards really are just words, not a whole lot to them. In the new one, you're going to get a lot more beautiful artwork. I'm not crazy about the quality of these cards, to be honest. You're probably going to want to sleeve them pretty quickly. But I wouldn't say the artwork wows me either. Like, this forest is pretty cool. I find the city to be a little bland, but the forest is pretty neat, etc. And there's the hills, etc. The mountains, that's a really beautiful landscape. But the quality of the cards are not that great. You're definitely going to want to sleeve these up. It doesn't really have any finish on them at all. The remainder of what you're going to get is really that. I mean, you're going to get upgraded artwork, upgraded components. I think the game looks a lot better than it did. But if I'm being honest, I think that might have more to do with the time period this was released, rather than this being like a souped-up thing. I think some of the components are really good. And don't get me wrong, the Vintage Retreat artwork is fantastic. And I really think it is an upgrade from what you're going to get in this. But is it enough for you to buy it? Here's going to be the main selling point between these two games. This version over here has updated the rules. It's updated some things. I'm not going to go deep into those, but know that the second edition design has been updated to make the game better, more playable, more balanced, and to give you more content inside. Those are all wins for us. The look of the game has definitely been upgraded. The artwork is fantastic. I thought the artwork was bad in this one. I just don't think it was there in a lot of cases. But this, look at this cover and the difference in the cover. It is night and day. Now, some of the components, like the card quality here, I was a little let down by. It wasn't great. Some of the components were equal to me. But if I was going to go all in for this game, I think I would go this one. And this will definitely be the one. If you have both like I do and you're getting rid of one, this will be the one that you keep. But this one can be found rather cheaply now, because this is the superior one and what most people want over this one. So this one can be actually found for a good price. And I have to be honest, I played this for many, many years, many times, and had a great time with it. And whatever updates they had in the rules, I didn't really notice them or mind them very much. I was having a good time. And that's what really matters when you're playing board games. So I think if you find this on a budget or for a budget gamer, I think this will be something that you really enjoy. If you want to spring for the more beautiful, the updated rule set, I think this will be for you. This is the one I'm keeping. This is the one I'm purging. And my decision is made.